It's 3 in the morning. Your body is desperate for sleep, but your mind is running a marathon. Sound familiar? You've tried the teas, the pills, the meditation apps, but you're still wide awake. For years, that was my reality. I was exhausted, irritable, and honestly, I thought my brain was just broken. But what if I told you that in just 28 days, I completely reset my sleep and took back my life, all without medication? This wasn't some miracle. It was a 4-week, science-backed method that retrains your body and mind to do what they're supposed to do naturally. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the exact journey I took, week by week, to finally get the deep, restorative rest I thought I'd lost forever. My breaking point came after a huge presentation at work. I was so sleep-deprived I could barely focus. My hands were shaking, and I felt like a ghost walking through my own life. That night, staring at the ceiling for the millionth time, I knew I couldn't live like that anymore. I was just so tired of quick fixes that never actually fixed anything. So I decided to commit to something real, a structured program based on what experts call cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, or CBTI. It's widely considered the most effective long-term treatment for insomnia because it fixes the root causes, and studies show it's often more effective than sleeping pills. My plan? Give it everything I had for 4 weeks. The first week was all about creating a solid foundation and breaking years of bad habits. I started with 2 crucial changes. First, a non-negotiable wake-up time. Every single day, even on weekends, I was out of bed at 6:30 a.m. Getting sunlight first thing in the morning is a powerful signal that helps set your body's internal clock, your circadian rhythm. Second, I adopted a rule called stimulus control. This basically means your bed is only for sleep and intimacy. That's it. No more scrolling on my phone, no watching TV, and definitely no worrying in bed. If I couldn't fall asleep within about 20 minutes, I had to get up, go to another room, and do something quiet and dim light until I felt sleepy. This was tough, but it's designed to rewire your brain to associate your bed with sleep, not with anxiety and frustration. Okay, week 2 was the hardest, but it was also the most important. This is when I brought in something called sleep restriction. It sounds completely backward, but you limit your time in bed to roughly the amount of time you actually been sleeping. I was getting about 5 hours of choppy sleep, so I only allowed myself 5.5 hours in bed. The goal is to build up your body's natural sleep drive, making you so tired that you fall asleep faster and stay asleep. Those first few days were brutal. I was a zombie during the day, but then something incredible happened. For the first time in years, I started sleeping through those 5.5 hours. It was real, consolidated, deep sleep. This part is a grind, but it's where you prove to yourself that your body hasn't forgotten how to sleep. Can you imagine that feeling of finally getting a solid block of rest? It feels like a superpower. If this is hitting home for you, I'd love it if you'd follow our channel. I'll be sharing a lot more about how to maintain these habits and other journeys to better wellness. With my body finally getting some real rest, week 3 was all about tackling the mental battle of insomnia. This is the cognitive part of CBTI. I learned to catch those anxious, spiraling thoughts that would show up at 2 a.m. Instead of freaking out and thinking, if I don't sleep now, I'll be useless tomorrow, I started to challenge that. I'd reframe it with something more realistic, like, I might be tired, but I'll manage. I've done it before. I also got serious about a wind-down routine. An hour before my new bedtime, all screens went dark. I'd take a warm bath, read an actual book under a dim lamp, or just listen to some calm music. It's all about signaling to your brain that it's time to power down. I also made sure to get some exercise during the day, which is a proven way to improve sleep quality. By week 4, it felt like all the pieces were finally clicking together. Because I was sleeping so soundly during my restricted time, I was able to slowly start adding 15 more minutes to my time in bed. My body had relearned what my bed was for, and my mind was no longer terrified of the dark. The anxiety was just gone. I didn't just fix my sleep. I got my life back. This journey taught me that you can't force sleep. It's a rhythm you have to work with, not against. By changing my habits and my thoughts, I finally allowed my body to do what it knew how to do all along. It took serious effort and consistency, but the result is this powerful natural solution that doesn't rely on a pill. This 4-week approach truly changed my life, and the science shows that it helps the vast majority of people, around 70 to 80%, who commit to it. If you're struggling, I hope this gives you a roadmap and, more than anything, a little bit of hope. What has your experience with insomnia been like? Share your story in the comments below. It really helps to know we're not alone in this. Thanks for watching.